Alright guys, so I've just ordered a new set of tires for the G8. These tires are completely shot. It's got a 7-year-old date code on the tire. This tire every day now is like there's micro cracks in the tire. I'm constantly pumping it up. It won't stay inflated, so I've got some Nitto NT555 G2s on order, and let me try to give you a close-up view of how bad the tires actually are. Hopefully you can see the cracks in the tires. I'm hoping you can anyway. Might be kind of tricky, but there's a lot of micro cracks in between the treads, and they're starting to see some cracking on the tire wall itself. You can see right here, this is all cracking. So yeah, not looking too good. These tires were on the car when I actually picked up the car. I am not the original owner, and I'm not the original owner of these tires. They've definitely seen some better days. So maybe here's a little better look at the cracks. You can see, like right here, right there by the Made in China, there's huge cracks running right through it, right along it. Not sure if it'll pick it up in the treads. Maybe you can see. But yeah, this is probably the worst spot. Like it's very noticeable. Quite a few cracks. Come around to the front tire here a little bit. Same thing. You can see the crack running pretty much right around the sidewall of the tire. And hopefully you can see it up in here in the treads. So these tires are done. Gonna be replacing them shortly. And good morning. So we're on the way to the shop to get some brand new rubbers on this Pontiac G8. I've had the car probably 3 years. The tires are about 7 years old, so they're done. It's time to switch them out. There's still some tread life in the tires, but there's too many cracks. I don't trust them at any high speed or on the highway, so I'd rather be safe and switch them out. So yeah, it's about 7:30 in the morning. The shop said I could come by right at 8 o'clock, so I guess I'm the first car in the shop, which would be pretty sweet. Get that in, get it out, and yeah, gonna take the car for a little drive today, take it to work, make sure there's nothing wrong with the tires. I will be getting the Nitto 555 I guess G2 tire. I know some other people are running Michelin's, Pirellis, all that kind of stuff. It's a little bit out of my price range, to be honest. Like, I don't want to pay 500 bucks a tire. So the Nittos are about 1,400 bucks installed for all four. Saves me about 600 bucks. The car's not on the track too often, so I'm not really concerned about having a super sticky tire. And I don't know if the tread life's very good in those soft tires anyway. You might get 30,000, 40,000 K, especially on the G8s where they're rear wheel drive, and I don't know, I'm just not confident that you're gonna get any like real mileage out of the car. So I went for the little cheaper option. I don't think there's I don't know if there's a tread life on this tire or not or anything. I have no idea. But I like the looks of the tread on the tire. It looked pretty aggressive. It looked like it was like a unidirectional tread, and I've had them on my my Pontiac Grand Am before, like a Yokohama unidirectional. The traction was absolutely amazing and wet.
the tire wouldn't really spin. It would spin just quickly and it would hook up right away. And I'm comparing that to like maybe Goodyear Eagles that were on the car before. The Eagles were one of the worst tires I've ever had in the rain. The car was just sliding all over the place. So I know the unidirectional tread definitely gives you a little bit more grip. And I think the Nitto 555, it is a summer tire. It's not really meant for an all season. And I don't really care about that too much either, because come like maybe October, this car goes into the garage anyway, and it just it sits over the winter, and then I bring it back out in the spring, or what we in Canada call spring. I call March spring, but here it is in May, and it's still pretty chilly in the mornings. It's still doing a lot of rain, so I don't know. I thought the showers were supposed to be in April, but here we are almost at the end of May, and it's still I think we're almost like 4 weeks behind where we're supposed to be, really. Man, I love this G8. I don't even have the exhaust done yet, but I do have a nice Mace cold air intake on this car. You can kind of hear it like winding up a little bit. The exhaust will be next, I think, but right now the tires are the most important thing. So I thought about going out last night and kind of maybe find a place to do burn the tires off this car. I didn't actually go. I didn't bother with it. My one rear tire, it has had a slow leak over the last week and a half. I took it to the car wash the other day, and I just sprayed some water on the tires, and I actually discovered there is a small nail in the tire as well. That's kind of why it's not holding the air. It's not because of the micro cracks as I first thought. It is a small nail, and I could hear the air escaping. I could see the water bubbling around where the nail was. So yeah, even though the tires have cracks, like, it may or may not hold air, but I just don't trust these tires any longer. Like, they're pretty slippery here. I think the tire rubber compound is hardened a little bit. Don't seem to quite get the same grip as I used to. There's a corner coming up here, and I don't know why. It's always like super slippery. Even on a dry day, like, I make a right under the corner and the car slides all over the place. I just don't know what it is. It's like the road is really super slick right here or something. Yeah, it kind of slipped a little bit. I could feel it struggling with grip right there. On a hot day, I could come around there and the whole car will just go sideways. So I know traction is not the best of these tires. It's a Wanley tire from China. I don't know. I've never even heard of Wanleys before. I'm sure they were probably cheaper compared to like a Pirelli, Michelin, any of those high-end Bridgestones. Probably a lot cheaper, but I don't know. I picked the car up in Niagara, so I mean, I don't know who owned the car previously. The tires were okay, but it's just time to go. It's amazing how much power this car has. This is only the V6, but man, it's got a lot of power. It sounds good too. I might have a ruptured gasket in my exhaust. Like, you can probably hear it when I step on it. But I will be doing a full exhaust system on this car as well. So I have my cold air intake. I'll have the full exhaust. The next thing after that will be, it'll most likely be a tune. These tires are really the most important thing right now. I don't know if I trust these tires to go too far or too fast or lean into a corner or anything like that. I'm just worried it just might explode. Better be safe than sorry. It's a lot of money to eat. It's $1,400, but I guess that's probably cheap in comparison to what you could spend. So I'm just about at the shop here, so yeah, I'll check back with you here once I get the tires on the car. Shouldn't be too long, hopefully. Hopefully an hour, maybe just over an hour. Not sure. Looks like there might be another car here at the shop ahead of me. I don't think there is, but there could be. Back this bad boy in. Who needs rear view cameras, man? You just gotta have some skills. Back the car in. Like, all these people relying on their rear view cameras to back the car in. But you're not even looking around you to see what's there. Alright guys, so stay tuned. Next time you see the car, it's gonna have the Nitto 555s on it.